Hi, welcome to Sweet Dreams Wellness Travel. I am Barbara Tuckett, your host, and the owner of Sweet Dreams Travel. I am a wellness travel specialist. I believe that our mind, body, and spirit all play into our well-being, and I create travel experiences which improve your wellness so that you return from your vacation with more health, more happiness, and more connection, both with those you've traveled with and also with your destination. In these episodes, I explore travel and wellness experiences, giving you ideas and recommendations, and also interviewing people who have firsthand experience of the places where you may want to go next. Welcome, let's get started. Hi, this is episode number 36, and today I am talking to Suzy Ekman and Kathleen Holmgren. We are talking about their experience at the Canyon Ranch Resort. So, hi, Suzy. Hi, Kathleen.
Hi.
These ladies are so great. They are right now sitting at the Phoenix airport. They have not even reached home yet. Well, they live in two different places. So if they had reached home, they would be on a Zoom call from two different places, but like two different cities, literally two different places. So I am happy to get them both on the same screen and at the same time. So I'm so excited to get to talk to you and to find out about all of your experiences. So let's jump in. And Suzy, you were the first one that contacted me. Tell me what you wanted when we first talked.
I was just looking for a place that we could go and relax and rejuvenate with spa services and kind of spiritual services.
Yeah. And you told me about that you and Kathleen, how long, now remind me, how long have you guys been friends? About quite a ways, right?
10 years?
10 years, yeah.
10 years, yeah. So quite a while. And you live in two totally different places, one in Northern California, one in Southern California, right?
Right.
Yeah. And you just wanted to meet somewhere.
Yeah, and we had started trying to do the research ourselves, and then it was just exhausting. And we're both busy with work and everything. So Suzy went and Googled, someone who was an expert in finding kind of relaxation spas, health and wellness spas. Mm-hmm. And your name came up and we contacted you.
Yeah. So I was so excited to get to help you plan this. And so we talked about a few different ideas, and eventually we got to where you actually ended up going. So there are different Canyon Ranch resorts, and you guys got to go to the Canyon Ranch in Arizona, in Tucson. So tell us just, why don't you just give us an overview of the whole trip? Because you haven't just been to Canyon Ranch, you've also been to Enchantment. So just kind of give a brief overview of the two different places you've been and how long you've been at each place. And then we can kind of jump in and talk about each one individually.
Okay.
You go.
Okay. So we got to Canyon Ranch on Monday, and we arrived. We had flown into the Phoenix airport, so we picked up a rental car and drove there. And it was about a 4-hour drive, but it was very nice. And when we got there, we just couldn't believe what a beautiful resort that it was. And we checked into our room. Again, gorgeous room. Very peaceful place. And, they had us, we had signed up for some services right away. So we started around 3:00 with our services, and we were busy the whole time. And Suzy and I chose different things to do. But what was great is when we came together, sitting by the pool or over outside, we would share what each other had learned. So it was really a great experience for both of us.
That's wonderful. And you stayed at Canyon Ranch for 3 nights.
Yes, we checked out on Thursday and then drove to Sedona. And again, Enchantment was unbelievable. It's such a beautiful, beautiful resort. And although they had, their spa was in renovation, so that all was closed, but they still had their services and they were operating out of other rooms and things like that. So they didn't have a complete spa and fitness center available, but they had small sections of it available. So we really thoroughly enjoyed it. The beauty of that place is amazing. And we were able to go on hikes. We were able to drive into town and really look at Sedona and the various services and shops and things that they have there. And then we took advantage of services like making our own prayer arrows and making our own bracelets, beaded bracelets, and we walked the labyrinth. I should say that
Labyrinth,
word.
yeah, right.
And we really this morning we sat out before we left around the pool and really enjoyed just relaxing out there. So it's definitely both places are definitely places that we want to return to. So that was great.
Yeah, that is wonderful.
We've talked about making it an annual event.
Yay, that's so great. So so we will kind of talk about each place a little bit more in depth now, if you guys don't care. We'll start with Canyon Ranch. Canyon Ranch, I guess, just as kind of a background, they have different, what they call pathways, right? And pathways are different ways that you can experience the resort, and you get to choose which one or which pathway you want ahead of time. So ended up choosing, like you talked about, you ended up choosing two different ones. The Just Be Here one is the one that Suzy did, right? Am I getting this right?
Yes.
And then Kathleen did the Personal Discovery, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Right.
Okay. So talk about Suzy. So why don't you talk about your Just Be Here and tell us a little bit about that, or maybe how it was different from what Kathleen did, and then we'll let Kathleen talk and tell us, kind of some takeaways from hers.
Yeah, so I had a daily credit for services,
right?
I think $175. So I could pick whatever services I wanted, and I just apply the credit to that.
And so, what types of things did you use it for? Did you use it for classes? Did you use it for spa credits? Did you?
I used it for spa services. Really, let's see. It was all spa services.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But a lot of the instruction and everything is included if you want, right?
Right. Yeah. There were classes all day long that were free.
Yeah. So you both, and did you split up or did you go to different things? I mean, the same or different? Sorry, I asked that wrong.
So because mine was a pathway, they had specific classes that sections they wanted me to attend. So mine was more programmatic, whereas Suzy's was more free choice for her to make her own program.
Right.
And so I followed the recommendations of what they wanted me to take. And then we both decided in between those programmatic classes that I had and the free choices that she had, then they had daily activities that were free that we could take advantage of. And so we did a Zumba class, we did a bar class, I did a breathing class, serenity breathing. And so we all, most of the time we were together in those free choices, but sometimes mine conflicted. The things that free thing I wanted to do conflicted with my program. So I couldn't go, but maybe Suzy did.
So then you had a chance, that's when you had a chance to catch up and tell each other what was going on.
Right.
That's great.
But we were busy the entire time.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So I want to know from each of you what a favorite, it doesn't have to be your top very favorite, but just one that comes to mind, a favorite class that
that you took, and then maybe a favorite service that you had done at the spa.
Favorite class.
What was one that you liked?
Yeah, I think my favorite class was the bar class. And I think my favorite service, let me think. I like the detox wrap the best.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
That was good. But I had my makeup done as well, and I really liked the makeup that they did.
Yay, that's awesome. Did they do a whole facial, or was it just like a makeup specific? Just
What's that?
Was it a whole facial, or was it
just makeup?
Just makeup. And that was fun to kind of get that.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Kathleen?
I think my favorite class between the bar and the desert drumming. We did desert drumming.
Ooh, that's fun too. I've done that before.
Yeah, that was, and it gets you moving. It was good. And then my favorite service was I did a body composition with a sports therapist and everything.
Oh, nice.
And it was really interesting, and really figured out what my calorie intake minimum should be. And then I will have a follow-up with a nutritionist in about 2 weeks to really determine what my calorie maximum should be and things that I should focus on. Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So tell me, now that you've experienced those 3 days at Canyon Ranch, would you do, like, if going back next year, would you do the same type of thing, or would you do a different program or a different thing?
Well, it really depends what this next year brings, but
yes.
I mean, I liked what Suzy was able to do in maybe structuring her own classes, because now that I did one specific pathway, there are other things that I'd like to do.
Right. Right. Yeah. And what about you, Suzy? Did you like having the ability to pick and choose and kind of structure your own?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you would do that again?
I would.
Oh, good. So anything else? You said the room was beautiful.
The beds were really comfortable.
Were they?
Take our mattresses home with us.
Oh, you just want to bottle up a little bit of that comfort and just bring it, right?
It was great.
So, and anything else? Was the food good? And
yeah, the food was very good. They gave, the right amount of portions for you to have a healthy diet, or not really a diet, but just a healthy eating experience. Not too much food. You came away full, but it wasn't like they had massive mounds of food on your plate. But you could order as much as you wanted. And the thing that was really nice is all of that was included in the cost. So you didn't really have to worry about what you picked, because it was just all included.
Right. Right. Which that is one thing I love about Canyon Ranch, is that everything's included. Okay.
Right.
Let's go on to Enchantment. So, and let's just focus on that a little bit. How was that the same versus different from Canyon Ranch? Obviously, it wasn't a whole structured program the same way, but what was your feeling about Enchantment versus Canyon Ranch?
Go ahead.
So they're both very spiritual places. Sedona is set in a very spiritual place. The whole town is very spiritual.
Yes.
And the beauty is unmatched. We were right up against the red rocks, and we looked out on them from our room, and everywhere you were in the resort, you were surrounded by this beauty of these red rocks.
Yeah.
So from a standpoint of beauty, that was
amazing.
Right. Yeah.
Amazing.
And they upgraded us. We had gotten a junior suite, but they upgraded us to a what would you call it? A 2-bedroom. Or it had its own bedroom, 2 bathrooms, a dining room, kitchen area, and then a living room that had a Murphy bed in it. So
That is wonderful.
Yeah, and the view from our room was fantastic. And then we picked a couple of classes, like we said, the bracelet making and the prayer arrow and a ceramics painting class that we took. And then we each picked some spa services that we signed up for. So there was more time, I would say, for kind of going hiking or relaxation.
Right.
It wasn't as scheduled as we were at Canyon Ranch, so we had a little bit more time to relax.
Yeah.
And we went into town because Suzy had never been in Sedona before, so we went to town and walked around, and that was a lot of fun too.
Yeah. Did you love that? Getting to see all the fun little shops and things.
Yeah.
That is fun. Well, and I think it's a fun order to get to do it in. To do Canyon Ranch first, where you're more busy, but it's not a run busy, but it's more of a it's a fulfilling kind of busy, don't you think?
Yes.
But follow
we were happy to do all the things, and then we went to their spa is fantastic, and just sat in the jacuzzi, went to the steam rooms, went to their aromatherapy room. So that was really nice to do at the end of the day and before going to bed. It was just perfect.
Amazing. Yes. And I think it's such a great way to do it, to do a few days at Canyon Ranch and then transition to Enchantment and to do and have Enchantment be just kind of that more of just kind of a downtime feeling of just on your own, being able to relax and enjoy.
Right.
So that is great. So, and were the rooms just as comfortable at Enchantment? Beds were nice, and
yes, they were very nice. And the beauty, it's set up almost like a timeshare because they had a complete kitchen with pots and pans and toasters and everything. We didn't happen to use any of that, but you could see they had a barbecue for our individual rooms, so you could see where it could be a place where if you wanted to stay for an extended period of time, it was easily equipped for that.
That's great. That's amazing. So, okay, well, I know you have to catch your next flight.
Yes.
But is there any other, like, would you recommend anything in particular to anybody who is going to try a trip like you just did?
Well, I just want to reiterate how helpful you were. We had a few hiccups in our schedule and had to reschedule and things like that. And you were just always so gracious to help us. And we really appreciate that. And we plan on using you again in the future.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been such a joy to work with you ladies. And I'm so glad that you had a great time.
We did.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes. And thanks for talking to me today.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye, Barbara. Thank you.
Thanks for joining me today. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like, share, subscribe, or leave a review. If you'd like to contact me about a vacation, the best way is to visit my website, sweetdreamstravel.net. To connect on social media, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, or LinkedIn. See you next time.